Suicide Farini has been living in Malawi's Dzaleka refugee camp for 10 years after fleeing unrest in his home country, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Because I was working as a human rights defender, and in a country called the Democratic Republic of Congo, you can just see democracy is only through the name, but it's not in reality. So yeah, that's why we decided to leave the country.
The Dzaleka refugee camp, originally built to hold 12,000 people, is home to over 50,000 refugees and asylum seekers, mostly from the DRC, Burundi, and Rwanda. An estimated 8,000 have settled in the country's rural and urban areas, and most are well integrated into communities, the UN says. In March, Malawi ordered them to return to the camp, and in May, authorities forcibly relocated about 900 of these refugees to Dzaleka, an exercise human rights bodies say was a violation of their rights. Refugees say they were beaten and their children were exposed to harsh conditions, including imprisonment, during the forced relocation. Now, refugees and advocacy groups such as FGK Umuza Foundation and others sent a letter in October seeking recourse at the International Criminal Court, or ICC. Machona Piri is the liaison officer for Inua Advocacy.
As at 5th September of this year, we had submitted 36 cases to the ICC, and these cases included issues of gang rape, issues of extortion and bribery by suspected police officers.
The ICC has yet to respond to the October letter by the refugees and their representatives. In the meantime, the Malawi Human Rights Commission has asked law enforcement agencies to investigate the allegations, says Peter Chisi, the Commission's Director of Civil and Political Rights.
Law enforcement agencies have been accused of stealing money as well as property from the refugees. There have also been allegations of violations of children's rights, especially, for instance, where children were detained with adults in prison. There are also some allegations that some women have been sexually abused and so on and so forth.
Chisi said these abuses happened in May during the forced relocations. But Malawi Minister of Information Moses Kunkuyu says that the government imposed the relocation according to the law and is committed to protecting the rights of refugees and asylum seekers.
The process was communicated that we want to make sure that in line with international protocols, those that are called refugees, they must really be accorded the status of refugee.
The African Commission on Human and People's Rights says Malawi has regressed in the protection of refugee rights since the government issued a similar 2021 directive for refugees residing outside Dzaleka camp. Chimwemwe Padatha, VOA News, Lilongwe, Malawi.